hid under the table.
Under the table.
And then the giant entered and said,
I smell the wood of an Englishman. Be here, Lord, be dead. I'll find bones to break my bread.
The giant's wife put out another breakfast before him, telling him that he was mistaken about what he smelled, and said that it wasn't a boy that he smelled, and what was it that he had for breakfast?
Bread and cheese.
Yes, and after breakfast, the giant fetched a hen from the back room. The hen laid an egg of solid gold. And then the hen said,
I am a magnificent hen. I am the only hen in the world that can lay golden eggs. I belong to you, giant.
Jack wanted that chicken, and he said,
It was still after my king.
he waited until the giant fell asleep. Then he slipped out from behind, snatched the hen, and ran for the top of the beanstalk. The hen was squawking.
The giant will be very mad when he wakes up. When he wakes up, you hope that he doesn't find you.
Keeping the hen under one arm, he scrambled down as fast as he could until he reached the bottom. That's when he saw his mother. His mother was not happy when she saw the hen and said,
Another one of your silly ideas.
and she asked him about the hen.
This was a silly old hen instead of you bringing us some more gold.
But Jack knew it was a special hen, so he put the hen down and told the hen.
Lay him, lay.
To his mother's surprise, the hen laid an egg of solid gold. Jack and his mother now lived like rich people. But in time, Jack became a little bored and decided to climb the beanstalk again. Up he went past the clouds. By this time, he didn't want to talk to the giant's wife because she might recognize him. So he slipped into the kitchen when she was not looking and hid again under the blanket. He watched the giant's wife prepare breakfast, and then he heard the giant's roar. And
I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be here, Lord, be dead. I'll write bones to make my bread.
the giant's wife wanted to catch him too, so this time she told him what he smelled.
You smell a boy.
And she told him what the boy had done. He was the one that did something. The boy was the one that stole the gold and something else.
And our magic pen.
Then she wanted to help him, and she told him where to look.
Look over here. Maybe over here.
But Jack wasn't. They looked everywhere, but they couldn't find him. At last they gave up, and the giant sat down to breakfast. After he had eaten, the giant fetched a harp. And he ordered the harp and said, and the harp was a most unusual harp, and said,
Cling, 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 cling. There is no other harp that can sing. I belong to the giant king. Cling, cling, cling.
Soon the giant fell asleep, and Jack crept out of his hiding place. Quickly he snatched the harp and ran. But the harp called out loud. raced down toward the beanstalk with the giant's footsteps thundering behind him. When he reached the top of the beanstalk, he threw down the harp and started to slither. The harp was still making music, and the harp said,
Cling, cling, cling.
Oh boy.
and the giant followed with one giant foot and then another giant foot. He yelled to Jack,
I will take this boy if I can.
and as he was fluttering down, the whole beanstalk shook and shuddered with his weight, and Jack was scared and said,
I fear for my life.
at last he reached the ground and seizing an axe, he chopped at the beanstalk with all of his might. And that's when he saw his mother and he said,
Look out, mother.
he called as the giant came tumbling down head first. He lay dead at their feet with a big loud crash that sounded like thunder. The harp was broken, but they fixed it and said, and the harp said,
Cling, cling, cling. It's like she's ridiculous.
and the hen was also happy and said,
I will lay hundreds of golden eggs, and I will not go back because now I belong to Master Jack.
and Jack said to his mother,
But we should not be allowed. Yes,
Jack's my wonderful son.
Yeah.